Another day, another vlog. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel. I do want to apologize for not having videos up as frequently or as often as I should. That is definitely my fault, but with the holidays approaching, it has been a little rough. I also want to apologize because if the audio does sound a little bad on this one, it's because I don't have the microphone on my camera at the moment. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to have a quick little vlog just to let my family, first and foremost, thank you for those who have been checking in since video number 1 and video number 2 and video number 3 and now video number 4. Thank you to those who definitely have checked in and who have been hitting me up saying, hey, when you're gonna have your next video, and those of you who have been saying, like, keep doing your thing. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support and everything. It is definitely appreciated. So I just finished my second therapy session. And those of you who know me, those of you who don't know me, know that I do not so much struggle, but do have mild, as my therapist put it, mild depression. And I feel like mental health is one of those things that as a young entrepreneur, you should have a good mental health. You should be able to express different things that's happening and different things that's going on, because if your mind state isn't good, then it's not easy for you to run the business. There are times where if I'm at an event, you know, the depression kicks in and I get all upset because I'm watching everybody who are celebrating childbirth or celebrating, you know, different milestones or different things that they're doing. And I feel like as an entrepreneur, you can't always focus on what others are doing. You have to focus on what you're doing and make the best out of what you're doing, because you might be inspiration to another person. Another person might see the things that you're doing and say, wow, I wish I was that guy, or I wish I was doing what she's doing. So not all the time should you focus on what others are doing or focus on what you're not doing, but just focus on what you are doing. There's other times where photography is my vice. Photography is my thing that I go to so that I don't fall into depression spells, as I call it. You know, there are times where I've gotten up 11 o'clock at night and just went out to shoot, just went out to do what I love, because that suppresses the depression. And I feel like as an entrepreneur, you should have a way to suppress the things that depress you. It's not easy running a business and living your own personal life. It's definitely not. But you have to find the common ground somewhere. You have to be able to say, I'm going to be okay. So when it comes to photography, I feel like photography is one of the things that forces me to focus and forces me to concentrate. So I use that to block out anything that is putting too much pressure on me, or block out anything that I feel might be bringing me down for the moment, because I have to focus on different things. I have to focus on, is this the right shot to get? I have to focus on, are my settings correct? I have to focus on, did I bring the right lens for whatever I'm shooting, whether it's an event or whether it's just landscape. So photography for me is my supplement for a lot of things that I used to use to suppress depression. I've used alcohol, I've used, you know, a lot of different things that, and talking to my therapist, she let me know it's not bad to use these things, but you use them at a moderate rate. You don't use them every time. You have to find an equal balance for certain things. I feel like you guys are like extremely close. But like I said, I just finished session 2. Great session. I definitely have a good therapist that I can talk to. You know, I will be seeing her weekly. She was actually interested in my photography, and I don't know if that's therapy talk or not, because she told me the first time that I came here that she wanted to see my photos, and today she brought it up again, and I was just like, oh man, I thought you were definitely just trying to get in my head, but she was serious. But if you are a young entrepreneur, it is definitely best that you find ways to keep yourself from stressing, because the stress definitely doesn't pop up in depression at times. Stress can pop up in many other forms, and you can get stress from a lot of things. A lot of people think that if your business is making a lot of money, you're not stressed. And that's not the case. My photography business has definitely made me a lot of money. I've paid rent, I've paid Con Ed, I've paid my phone bill, I've paid a lot of different bills with my photography money, but the stress is still there. So it's not a matter of gaining the money that people feel you should gain or having the money that people feel you should have. Stress is going to be there regardless. But you as the business owner, and you as especially young entrepreneurs, you have to learn when to say, hey, I need to take a mental health day. I need to do what makes me happy, because as being an entrepreneur, we are basically in the business of making others happy. Whatever service you provide is a service that makes others happy. So if you're a plumber, when you unclog a toilet, that makes your customer happy. If you're a photographer like me, when you provide excellent work and excellent pictures, that makes your customers happy. So we focus a lot on making others happy, but not all the time do we make ourselves happy. And I feel like that's why, as an entrepreneur, we should have a mental health day. Whether it be the last Friday of every month or the first Monday of every month, we do need that mental health day just to crack down and say, let me do what makes me happy. I've spent 30 some odd days making others happy. Let me do what makes me happy. So for all you young entrepreneurs out there, I advise you, if you're serious about your business, if you're serious about everything that you really want to bring forward, decide on a mental health day. As you get 3 to 6 months in your business and your clientele moves up and things start going good, decide on a mental health day. Decide on a day that you want just for yourself. You know, you put your business phone on airplane mode, you get off of social media, you just take a day just for yourself to make yourself smile. Make yourself happy. Maybe it's going to lunch, maybe it's going to have a drink with your friends, maybe it's just going to hang out. But you do what you want to do to make yourself happy. Because if you're not happy, your business will not be happy and your business will not grow. So the better you make yourself, the better you make your business. So keep that in mind when you are growing as a business. Stop for a moment and say to yourself, I need to make myself happy. I've spent 5 out of 7 days a week handling business and making others happy. On the weekends or on your off days, you might still have to work. You might have to run around and do paperwork, run around to Staples to go get business cards or flyers or whatever it is you need. So being an entrepreneur is not a 5-day job. It is definitely a 7-day-a-week job. And others will not understand that. Others will always say, well, you're the boss. You need to make the time for this and make the time for that. But you do have to make the time. And what you should make the time for is your own mental health. You know, we get so caught up in trying to make our business the best business out that we don't make ourselves the best person for the business. So keep that in mind. You know, it's not a bad thing to ask for help. It's not a bad thing to go talk. I was one of the people that felt like, oh, I don't need a therapist. I'm not crazy. There's nothing wrong with me. But then the more clientele I got and the bigger clientele I got, and the more I had to deal with being a business owner, being a father, and going to regular work, it all narrowed down on me. And then I noticed the change in my business. I noticed I was a little more aggressive than I really wanted to be. I noticed, honestly speaking, my workload fell off a lot. You know, I recently had 2 events where my clients were not happy with the work that I provided them. And it was weird because the 5 years I've been in business, not to say I've never had a customer who wasn't happy, because I did, but I was always able to fix the problem. But these 2 times I couldn't fix the problem. And it all narrowed down to I wasn't in the right state of mind to actually provide the right kind of work that my clients expected. Not wanted, but expected. So as a young entrepreneur myself, I'm advising every young entrepreneur out there that's watching, if you know a young entrepreneur, I advise you, have a mental health day. You might not be ready to have a therapist or be having somebody that you can talk to, but have a day where you make yourself happy. Have a day where you sit back and talk to yourself and say, what is gonna put a smile on my face? What is gonna put me at ease? Because that's what we need nowadays. That's what we need to survive in entrepreneurship. If you don't have that, then it's really not gonna work. Your business isn't really gonna take off. So, that being said, this isn't going to be a long one today. This is going to be a nice short one. Like I said at the beginning, for all of you who have checked in from video 1, 2, 3, and now video 4, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me and all the support. Leave a comment below. Remember to share this to your friends and family, and hit that thumbs up button. Noticed a lot of you have watched my videos but have not thumbs up the video. So leave me a nice thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everybody. I'll check in with you before that.